Okay, it's 6 p.m., so I'll call the January meeting of the Mayor and Council to order. I'm going to ask you to check your cell phones and make sure they're turned off. And I'm the world's worst, so I've already made sure mine was turned off. Okay, at this time, we'll stand and have our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We remain standing for our invocation, and we are privileged to have Pastor Bonner with us tonight, who is our newest council member's pastor, and he's going to come and do the invocation for us.
Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we are grateful to come to you tonight in this place of business to handle the business of the city of Carrollton. We approach you, O God, with grateful hearts. We approach you with humility because we understand and realize that you are the God who rules over heaven and earth. We're grateful and thankful for all of these Carrollton citizens who are our brothers and our sisters and the care that we share and show one toward another. We're grateful and we're blessed for the mayor and all of the city council members who are already sworn in, who yield to your wisdom to lead this city and to care for this city and to take care of the people and the business of this great city of Carrollton. We're thankful tonight that there are two new members who are added to this fold, Brother Brett and Brother Don, who will also follow the same path of greatness to carry out the business of this city, yielding to the wisdom of you, Lord God, that they will follow your leadership and guidance, that they will do what's best and what's right for all of the people of the city of Carrollton. Thank you for each of these Carrollton citizens who have shown up tonight to be concerned and to partake in this oath, but not only just the oath, but also in the business of Carrollton. Let us continue. We ask for you to give us the unction and give us the desire to continue in this trend that we have started in this first year of the first day of business of January. Let it carry throughout the year, that we all will continue to show up, that we will show concern, and we will all work together to do what's best and what's right for all of the members of Carrollton in this great city. We thank you tonight, and we pray that your blessing and your grace will cover us in this place, and that your guidance will keep us, our hearts and our minds, that we carry out the business of this city. And we thank you, and we give you praise, and we ask this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Bonner. At this time, we will have our oath of office. We have a new council member, Mr. Don North, and we have Mr. Brett Ledbetter, who's been reelected. Yay! So we're privileged to have Judge Edie Haney from the Carroll County Probate Court to come and administer the oaths for these two gentlemen. So if y'all want to step down and you want to just move the podium and let them come right here, maybe, so everybody can see. Yeah.
Mr. Ledbetter, if it's all right, we'll start with our newest council member. Sure. Turn this way so they can see you, Mr. North. I'm Judge Haney. I'm the Carroll County Probate Court, so I'm all of your probate judges. I'm sorry, I'm not the court, I'm the judge of the probate court. So as I go over these oaths of office, I'll read them over to make sure I don't stumble on my words. Hopefully I will not. But also just to remind myself as I go through of what it means to take the oath of office. And I'm reminded every time that the oath represents service, someone who's chosen to serve. But today in particular, it reminded me that it also represents sacrifice. All of you are here on a Monday night, but Mr. North will be here every Monday night. That's right, with the rest of the commissioners and the mayor, or council members and the mayor. And I just want to thank all of our council members and our mayor, especially our newest one, for your service, but also for your sacrifice, the sacrifice that you give us as the citizens of Carrollton. So, all right, if you'll repeat after me. I, Don North, I'm sorry, yes, raise your right hand. I,
Don North,
do solemnly swear that I will well and truly perform the duties of council member of the City of Carrollton to the best of my skill without favor or affection. And I do solemnly swear that I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. And I do solemnly swear that I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state, which I am, by the laws of the state of Georgia, prohibited from holding. And I do solemnly swear that I am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia. And I do solemnly swear that as a citizen of the city of Carrollton, Georgia, and being an employee of Carrollton City Government and the recipient of public funds for services rendered as such employee, I do hereby solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Georgia. So help me God. Thank you, Mr. North. That's it. Yes, thank you so much. Congratulations.
They want me to hold back on comments, so I don't want to slow the program down. But thank you, everyone, for coming out right now. And I know Dr. Landon wants to say a few things when we get up to that part of the program.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. North. I'm going to leave that right here for you. Mr. Ledbetter, I'm going to give you the option. Would you like me to read the oath to you and let you affirm since you've taken it before, or would you like to reaffirm? All right. That'll save us some time. We usually like to do that the first time. I, John Ledbetter, do solemnly swear that I will do you want to read? Okay, that I will well and truly perform the duties of council member of the City of Carrollton to the best of my skill, without favor or affection, and do solemnly swear that I'm not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof, and do solemnly swear that I'm not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state, which I am by the laws of the state of Georgia prohibited from holding, and do solemnly swear that I'm otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia, and do solemnly swear that as a citizen of the city of Carrollton, Georgia, and being an employee of Carrollton City Government and the recipient of public funds for services rendered as such employee, do hereby solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Georgia, so help me God. If these are true, say I do. I do. Thank you, Mr. Ledbetter. Congratulations. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And if you'll sign for me.
Thank you, Judge Haney. Okay, at this time, we will have our citizens' comments. Do we have anyone listed for our citizens' comments? Okay, and who? Mr. Hendrickson? Okay. When you come forward to speak, please state your name and address.
Patrick Hendrickson, 105 Sycamore Drive, Carrollton, Georgia. First, let me start by saying thank you to the council and the mayor for all your hard work. We appreciate it. And what a crowd we have tonight. Man, congratulations to Mr. North and Mr. Ledbetter. Let me just say this. All these people out here, myself included, I'm sure these people are hardworking, and I think the figure is 3 months out of every year is taken out of our paycheck for taxes. I believe that's the average. So, what I'm trying to say is that the money that you spend belongs to us. And we've seen a lot of things here in government lately with fraud and spending and this and that. So, I would encourage you that the most powerful word in the human language is no. So as you make your decisions this coming year for parks, recreation, new vehicles, whatever it might be, spending our money, please be mindful of that. And I'm not saying that you guys have done anything wrong. I'm just saying thank you for your hard work, and just be mindful of that as the coming year comes. But also, as a former council member myself, I would like to encourage you on item number 5 on the official compensation to vote yes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Madam Mayor, I believe that's the only person that we had sign up.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Hendrickson, for your comments. Okay, at this time, we have the minutes from our last meetings. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. I have a motion and second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none. Motion carries. The next item on our agenda is the mayor and council announcements and comments. And Mr. North, we're going to start with you. If you'll just pull that mic down and make sure the green light's on, you'll be good.
Okay. I just want to thank everyone, especially in Ward 1 that supported me, and the good people that supported me that's not in the ward with my campaign, and the campaign manager, the campaign advisor. They were drill sergeants on me. They worked me hard. And at times I said, I don't know if I want to do this. But the more I met the individuals out there, the voters, the more I met them, it changed my mind. And I've taken, this is the second time I've taken the oath, the first time for the United States of America, signed by Jimmy Carter. I keep it in my grandmother's house. It's shown. I look at it almost every other day because it tells me that I'm going to be faithful and I'm going to do my best as a leader and to understand others out there. And so I want to thank, once again, my mother and father. My mother was a campaigner as well. She was tough on me as well. I can go through all the names out there. Mitchell and Brother Mitchell was the advisor, and the campaign manager was Brother Brown. And I can't go through every name out there, but I love all of you for coming out. And it's not the pressure from coming out that I'm worried about. It's the big shoes that I'm going to fill and walk in. And just one more quick comment. I don't want to hold us up. You're looking at someone that my mother could not vote at one time. And I always thought that was something. We sometimes take voting as just a joke, or we don't vote. I am going to work with the as much as I can to elect and to get as many voters rolls as we can to continue to citizenship. At the same time, is there a comment for me? Okay. At the same time, I want to thank the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi for showing up. One of them I've known for almost 50 years. And I want to thank the Masons that came out tonight. I appreciate them. And I see everyone out there, guys. I want to hug everyone. I wish I could. I'll hold this meeting up, and I don't want to start off on the bad foot. But my heart is right here for you. And when I raised that hand to do what I did, I take it very seriously. I was telling the judge about it, and I take that very seriously. So I'm tough, but I'm a good guy that listens. I'm a good guy that works with everyone. I've worked with major headquarters and corporate offices. I've done it all. So I am happy to be here. And without one more statement, it was my grandmother and grandfather, Mr. North, that I never met. I think he passed before I met him. But my grandmother and grandfather and my other grandmother, Mrs. Irene North, they tutored me, they treated me, and I think they said I would do something one day. And so the last little comment is that, you know, I love people, I love horses. I've had so many of them. I don't have them right now. I just love them. And I would think one day that if people were like sometimes horses, every once in a while you get a wild one. If people were like horses, when that horse cannot anyway communicate with me, but that horse tells me everything. He'll come up to me, pet me. I look at people the same way, and that's how I'm going to treat everyone that I meet, with love and affection. But I have to be tough, and I do get tough sometimes. So thank you once again, Brother Landrum. Dr. Landrum, you had just a couple words. I might have taken up your time.
Congratulations.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, Councilman Ucklum.
Well, Mr. North, we are excited to work with you and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. This is a couple more people than usually come, and it's great to have you here. Public participation is as Don mentioned, sometimes people take voting for granted. They don't vote. They don't go to these kind of meetings, and they complain, or they vent their feelings, and they don't participate. So please come back. Please share your thoughts. A group that gets to hear voters' thoughts and is a difficult job that the mayor and council elect these people to do is the Planning and Zoning Committee. And there's 10 people on that committee. I'd like to thank 3 people whose terms expired: Brett Hicks, Casey Vance, and Gene Waldrop. Casey Vance served probably 20 years, something like that. And the other 2 a little shorter terms, but that's a thing where they are appointed by the mayor and council to make tough decisions, and I wanted to say thank you to them. And I'd like to welcome Jason Preston, Maury Leibowitz, and Justin Jones to that committee, and it is a very important committee. So Jason's here. I'll give him a hand. Thank you. That's it.
Okay. Mr. Ledbetter?
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming tonight. Congratulations, Don, on being elected, and we're looking forward to serving with you. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and New Year season. And my wife and I spent several days keeping grandchildren, so we're kind of glad Christmas is done. And but I hope everyone's ready for a great year in Carrollton. Thank you.
I just want to say good evening. I'm glad to see everyone and welcome aboard, Don. I look forward to working with you and continuing to work with you, Brett. So.
Well, I just want to say I am overjoyed to see this many people in our city council chambers. I mean, it's great. I know a lot of you here to support Councilman North, and we appreciate that because there's nothing better than to have somebody to feel like they've been really supported, and I know Don has been. And I just want to say thank you to our city staff for all the Christmas decorations, and I hope y'all got to enjoy some of the new things we did downtown with the lighting of the trees, the lights around the trees. lights around the trees on Bradley Street, and every year I hope we can keep expanding this. And we had lots of activities, our parade. I mean, I know it was 1st of December, and probably a lot of people have forgotten about it, but that was a beautiful parade. Those nights, those lights, and all the choir singing and everything that's done is just outstanding. And I think the kids enjoy it as much as we as adults do. So anyway, I want to thank them because I know it's busy, a lot of things going on, and hopefully this helped our downtown merchants, and they were able to enjoy some of the support of us shopping locally. I want to say thank you to, we had a meeting today with our employees, so I want to thank Mr. Brooks for putting that together and the staff, because we've gotten a lot of positive comments already from that. So I just want to again say thank you to all of you for coming tonight, showing your support for all of us, and especially for our new council member. And Don, I do look forward to working with you. And we're a family, and when one of us hurts, they all hurt. So, you know, we make a great team. We don't always agree, but that's part of it. So, but we do work together, and I'm very appreciative of that, because a lot of mayors have lots of horror stories, but I always get to smile and say we have one of the best councils there is. So anyway, with all that said, again, thank you for coming tonight, and at this time I will ask Mr. Brooks for his comments.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I also would like to echo the congratulations to Councilmember North. Had the pleasure of meeting with him back about a month ago. I think we spent about an hour and a half up in my office, and I know he's going to be a tremendous asset to this elected body. We've got a great group of elected officials in the city of Carrollton, and it's an honor for me to be able to work for you guys, and just appreciate all the support that you give everybody in our community. And in talking about the meeting that we had today, we have some exceptional staff members, from folks that take care of our streets and our garbage and our trash, to the folks that take care of our kids with the rec department, and then the ones that take care of our water and sewer, and make sure every time we get up to wash our hands or go to the bathroom or whatever, everything works and works like it's supposed to. So we're very, very fortunate. We have a great staff of people that work for you, and we emphasize that today, that we're in our positions to serve you. That's what we do. We don't sell things. We don't manufacture things. We're not an assembly line. We serve the people, and that's what we're called to do, and that's what we try to do the very best we can at it. One of the things that we did this morning is handed out service pins for longevity, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We have 3 members up here tonight that are celebrating 5 years of service with the city of Carrollton. So in last of my comments, I'd like to give Councilmember Brett Ledbetter, Councilmember Bob Uglum, and Mayor Betty Kaysen your service pin for 5 years of service to the city of Carrollton. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
They're the same.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yep, both
All
say
right.
5 years.
Thank you, David. Okay, at this time, you have your agenda items for consideration. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda items for consideration?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Okay, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. The first item on our agenda is Mayor Pro Tem appointment, and this is so that in the event that I am not able to act, we have somebody that can take my place. And we rotate this around, so everybody gets to have a shot at it. And this year, it's Brett Ledbetter is my recommendation, and it would be his time on the council to serve in that position. And poor old Brett, the last time he did that, I had to have knee surgery, and he got to act for several occasions.
I've taken out an insurance policy on you this time.
Okay, all right. So do I have a motion to appoint Brett Ledbetter as the Mayor Pro Tem for the 2026 year?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. And Brett, you don't get to vote. All right, motion carries. Thank you. All right, the next item on our agenda, Ms. Connolly, is the annexation and rezoning request of 1421 Highway 27 North.
Yes, the first zoning item on your agenda is an annexation request, and the request is to annex the property from Carroll County jurisdiction to the City of Carrollton jurisdiction with a C2, which is a general commercial zoning designation. The purpose of this request is to develop the tract alongside the 3 tracts to the south of this, along the east side of Highway 27. The property itself will serve as a retail out parcel. The mayor and council previously approved those other 3 parcels last year, actually. I guess it is last year now. The Planning Commission did review this at their December meeting, and they did recommend approval 6-0, but they did have 2 conditions as part of that recommendation. 1, flock cameras shall be installed at the site at the developer's expense, and the developer and/or owner shall provide camera access to the City of Carrollton Police Department. And then number 2 is a reflection of the condition that was placed on the property south of this. The applicant shall install a 10-foot planted buffer with a fence along the rear property line. And I do believe the applicant is here.
All right. Okay, before we start this, I want to read something to you. This is what I read each month. We have a rezoning request. We will hear the rezoning request. Since many of you may not have previously attended a public hearing on a zoning request, I want to quickly review our procedures with you. No person in attendance shall speak unless formally recognized. Upon rising to speak, each person recognized shall state their name and home address. Speakers must not employ tactics of intimidation, profanity, or threats of violence in their comments. All comments shall be directed to the mayor and council, not to the petitioner or those in opposition. In accordance with Georgia law, each side, not each individual, is allowed 10 total minutes of public input. This means that all speaking in favor of the request shall have a total of 10 minutes, and all those speaking in opposition of the request will have a total of 10 minutes. Time devoted to questions and answers that the elected officials should ask will not be counted against the time limitation. Since we do have limited time, please try to avoid restating what another may have already stated. The applicant shall be allowed to speak first in order to present the application. Others may then speak, indicating first their support for or opposition to the application. The applicant will then be allowed time for rebuttal. Rebuttal must be limited to points or issue raised by the opponents to the application at the hearing. Okay, so we have the applicant here. Do you wish to address the council or, okay?
Good evening. Rhett Harmon, reside at 198 Bohannon Road here in Carrollton. Erica pretty much mentioned everything about this project. I'll recap. So it's short and sweet. It's a total of 2.82 acres, 4 tracts of land. The last 3 were in the previous meeting. This tract, it came available. We've been trying to purchase it for years. This is a project going back to 2013, the old archery shop on Highway 27. We're glad to see that have a new era and turn into a nice, brand-new convenience store. Just south of that, there will be a one retail center, and then the 1 acre that we're talking about tonight will be another retail center there. Total of 17,000 square feet, 3 structures. It'll be very nice. We're looking forward to having some new energy right there, extend the city limits down, and really, really excited about having the good biscuits back at the gas station too. So if you have questions, I'll step aside and hopefully keep the meeting moving along.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Harmon. Is anyone else here to speak in favor? Okay, so at this time, is there anyone here to speak in opposition of this project? Okay, hearing none, we will go to a vote. Do I have a motion to approve the annexation and rezoning request by the applicant with the stipulations that have been added by the Planning Commission?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. I have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, I'm sorry, motion carries. Okay. The next item on the agenda is a site plan amendment request at the Highway 166 bypass and 196 Foles Road.
Yes, this particular item is a site plan amendment for a previously approved mixed-use plan development. The application and the plan development was originally approved back in 2023. As the developers began doing more investigation on the site, they did realize that they wanted to come back in and request an amendment to how that site is laid out. The nuts and bolts of it, they want to take the property that was originally approved for basically 19.43 acres of commercial, and they want to reduce that down to 10.12 acres of commercial. It's also got an apartment complex that was approved for 330 units. That will remain 330 units as part of the new site plan. However, they are going to shift it a little bit away from some environmentally sensitive areas. The Planning Commission did review this request during their December meeting, and they did recommend approval 6-0 with 6 conditions. I'm going to go through those briefly. The first several conditions are part of the originally approved site plan, and they just mirror what was approved in 2023. The sidewalk requirement along the Highway 166 bypass shall be waived. However, internal sidewalks shall be installed within the development to promote connectivity. Number 2, the proposed commercial buildings shall provide front facades facing the bypass. Number 3, the number of 3-bedroom units shall be limited to 10% or less of the total number of residential units. These last 3 are new. Number 4, quick service restaurants, known as QSRs, defined as food establishments that offer fast, convenient, and affordable meals with a limited menus and standardized operations shall be prohibited. Fast casual restaurants shall be permitted. Number 5, gas stations shall be prohibited. Number 6, a traffic study shall be provided, and any needed intersection improvements at Cedar Street and the bypass shall be constructed at the developer's expense prior to the issuance of any building permits. It is the responsibility of the developer to coordinate all required permits by the Georgia Department of Transportation. And I believe the applicant's here.
Okay. Is the applicant present?
I'm Brian Hatcher with Cadre Engineering, 2447 Alton Road, Birmingham, Alabama. She did a pretty good job summing everything up, but we were here a couple years ago. The big changes in what we're looking at doing is we decreased the retail. Originally, we had planned for a large box store in this development, and those just aren't kind of moving at the moment. So what we've tried to do is shift the apartment section of this to avoid some wetlands and stream mitigation buffer requirements that we found during our due diligence period. It also lets us keep a larger wooded area on site than clearing all of it to get the original plan in. The big adjustment is going to be some of the common space shifts over to the apartment property, which ends up being the wooded area is kind of where the percentages fall out. We agree with all the restrictions discussed a second ago, the 10% of 3 bedrooms, as well as the quick service restaurant as well. If you have any questions, we're more than happy to answer them.
Anybody have any questions?
Erica, I've got a question that this apartment complex would be subject to the new design standards that were incorporated in the past year or so.
Actually, so the design standards were for townhomes and single family.
Okay.
But we do currently have design standards for multifamily as well, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other questions?
I've got a question.
Okay.
The mixed use, these restaurants and stuff that you're talking about, any chance you could build a Texas Roadhouse before you get started on the apartments?
I'll let him answer that question.
Brad Culpepper, 162 Meadow Creek Circle. Yes, we actually have a fully executed lease now with Texas Roadhouse.
Yay.
So they are chomping at the bit. They've been very patient with us, and we are ready to bring them to Carrollton.
I think it's a very exciting project, and I know you've worked really hard on this. You and your family have worked very hard on it for a long time, so I hope we can make this happen, and I'm excited to see a development out on a bypass instead of some of the other a little bit more congested areas. So,
All right, thank you, guys. Is there anybody here to speak in opposition of this project? All right. Yes, ma'am, if you'll come to the microphone.
Hi, my name's Patty Pittman. I live at 116 Highland Avenue. And I'm not necessarily opposed to the project, but with the reduction of infrastructure for vulnerable road users, taking out the sidewalks to 166, have we considered an assessment for greenbelt access to that location? And my other question is, have we considered an assessment for school impact? Because if we're looking at about 80 students, that's 1.5 buses, so that impacts transportation, and that's 3 classrooms. So those are just my questions.
All right, Ms. Pittman, well, the thing we do when we have a project like this, we send it to our school system, to our superintendent, he reviews it. We send it to our police department, they review it, make recommendations. We send it to our fire department, they review it if there's any recommendations. So the impact of it goes through, and we go through our engineering department. The impact of this has been submitted to all these other agencies to actually, respond to what it would do to them. And I have all of their signed off.
Page 36.
And I
is
understand,
Dr.
but do
Alberta.
we assess the developers for the impact on, no? We don't have an impact fee?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, all right, but, yeah.
Maybe we should consider an ordinance.
Thank you, Ms. Pittman. We appreciate your coming tonight. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good for everybody to know that, we don't just make these decisions off the cuff. We try to incorporate all of our partners that it would have any impact on. And that is our number one partner is our school system. And, we want to be mindful of their need and what availability they have in schools. And so I think they've done a great job of planning for growth, and they've just made some additions to the school, and they continue. A lot of you know that they've continued to make additions to the school, even across the street, close to Tabernacle Church, and they're still going to be expanding. And they take all that into consideration when we submit to them a plan of something that's going to impact. And of course, our police department, our fire department, our engineering, our water sewer, we look at all of those components. It's not just, okay, we'll approve this. So there's a lot of work that goes into something before it gets to this stage of the game. Is there anybody else that would like to speak? Yes, sir.
Crawford, 105 Birkdale Boulevard, Carrollton. I'm actually speaking in favor. I didn't give a chance for that, but I think it's a good location. My family's land is just to the north. It joins that. My mother lives there. I grew up right there. It's a great space for a project like that. Couldn't think of a better spot. They're right on the bypass if we're going to have the growth. So I would encourage you to approve it. It's just a reconfiguration.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the site plan amendment request for the Highway 166 bypass and the 196 Foles Road intersection?
Excuse me, is that with the 6 conditions that?
Yes,
from
that
Planning
would
Commission?
include the 6 conditions that have been added on by the Planning Commission.
Ms. Gibbs, do you amend your motion to include those 6 conditions?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve this, including the 6 amendments that were submitted by the Planning Commission. So do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the rezoning and special use request. This is at the intersection of Alabama Street and Bungalow Road. We have, I think we have the applicant here.
Good evening, Mrs. Mayor, council members. Zach Bell, Bell and Associates Architects, here on behalf of the owner. I'm here tonight to seek a continuance on this matter. If you so please, we request to push it to the following meeting or whenever is convenient for the council.
Okay, all right. You've heard the request to postpone this to the next meeting. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Okay. Do I have a second? Second. Have a motion and a second to approve the request to have this moved to the next meeting in February. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Thank you for your
You
time.
didn't take a vote, Madam.
Oh, I'm sorry. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. I think somebody's hit the light switch back there. There we go. All right, thank you. The next item on the agenda is elected official compensation. Mr. Brooks?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As I brought up a couple of months ago in a work session, I would like to recommend that you guys would vote to start the process of increasing elected officials' compensation. A lot of this is to do with the networking that I've been able to do over the past several years and knowing what all you guys do in a community our size that has as much going on as we do in our community. It's well below what a lot of others in similar nature are. So I would like to propose that you guys consider voting for us to move forward with the process of increasing the elected officials' compensation to $2,500 a month for the mayor and $1,500 a month for each council member. And that would, as outlined by the memo from our attorney, Ms. Melissa Griffiths, today we would vote to take the steps to initiate that change in compensation. Next, if you guys vote to do that, we would publish the elected officials' proposed compensation increase in the Times Georgian for 3 consecutive weeks, and that would be the week January the 8th, 15th, and 22nd. We could discuss this some more at our January 22nd meeting if we choose to do so. And then after it's advertised, February the 2nd, 2026, you guys would vote to increase the compensation, and that would be effective for all members January the 1st, 2028. So it's not an immediate, and that's by state code and regulation. It's not an immediate increase for everybody sitting up here. So in a sense, you're voting a raise or voting compensation increase for future council members, which I think would help attract other council members in the future when you guys decide that you're going to step aside. So anyway, that would be my recommendation, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
All right, you've heard Mr. Brooks' information. Do I have a motion to proceed with the compensation for elected officials increase?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. I have a motion and second to proceed with elected officials compensation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Okay, the next item on our agenda is a board appointment for the Board of Development Appeals and appointment.
Yes, as Councilmember Uglum stated, Maury Leibowitz has been appointed to the Planning Commission. So he was previously on our Board of Development Appeals, and so we are looking to replace him tonight. We are recommending at this time Mr. Philip Block. He is a retired educator, and he lives in downtown Carrollton, and we feel like he will do an excellent job. And at this time, we are asking that you appoint him to the Board of Development Appeals. This will be a partial term that will expire in April of 2026, so we'll be coming back in a few months and asking again, but tonight we're asking you to go ahead and make that appointment.
Okay. All right. You've heard the request. Do I have a motion to appoint Mr. Philip Block to the Board of Development Appeals?
So moved.
Have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. Have a motion and a second. Is there any other nominations? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Hearing none, motion carries.
Madam Mayor, before you get to your favorite part, as soon as we adjourn, would you five just write a step down there to get a group photo for our website? We need to get that done, and then April will set up a more professional photo down here at some point in time, but we want to get that swapped out. If
Okay.
the 5 elected officials now with Mr. North in there would mind, and Megan will take it for us. Thank you.
Okay, and after we take this photo, I know a lot of you are here to have a photo with Mr. North, so once we get this photo done, feel free to make all the photos you want. So I'm going to go ahead and entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Have a motion, do I have a second? Second. Have a motion and second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign, hearing none, meeting adjourned.